Good morning. This is the power to exhale. It's earlier. I feel like I'm grainy, but I don't know if that's just because I still have sleep in my eyes. It is 5:58 on Wednesday, July 15th, and I have to figure out some different lighting. Uh, the days will get shorter. This room does not have fantastic lighting for anything but sitting in and enjoying nature, as you can see. Just listening to the bird sounds, which is always wonderful. So, good morning. Um, the purpose of the power to exhale is to let go of anything that is not you. Take a breath. No one means to put anything on someone, and no one means to pick up something that they aren't supposed to carry. It just happens. It's part of being human. There's no blame, there's no anything but understanding. And the beautiful thing about understanding yourself and how you work is it changes you. But you have to take the time to get to know yourself. And a lot of times that means sitting and sitting in the silence. So as I'm in my 50s, I have done everything, quote unquote, done. I have read every book. I have exercised. I have eaten. I have researched every supplement. I have watched what I should do, what I shouldn't do to be happy, to be content, to be skinny, to be healthy, to be everything but just myself. I didn't listen to my inner intuition. I was trying to figure out how it starts and how it ends, and none of that really matters except for understanding. But the best thing to do to understand yourself, and that is unique to each of us, is to sit with ourselves. Think about when you are getting to know someone, or if you want to research how to do something, you spend time. And you don't spend time critiquing, you don't spend time judging, you don't spend time with something you want to learn. By looking at what's wrong, what needs to change, what needs to be done differently, you just spend time. So the power to exhale, take a breath in and out, is just a moment to invite you to just get to know yourself. And that has nothing to do with accomplishments, degrees, how much you work, how much pain you're in, how much. It is actually the undoing. It is just the acceptance of feeling yourself, sitting with yourself, being okay with the parts that are not pretty, the parts that have caused pain, the parts that are in pain, the parts that are uncomfortable, the parts that you would like to hide. You try to hide those parts, and they just fester like a wound. You can never get rid of them, and we all have them. We have our imperfections. We have the things that we are ashamed of, that we feel guilty about, that we wish we didn't do. We wish we could do differently. We have this ideal person that we should be because we piece together everybody else's versions of what is good. But in doing that, we deny our beauty. We deny our own unique talents, our own perspective. It's a denial. It's a denial of who we are, and it needs to stop for peace. So I invite you to just sit, feel your body in the chair or wherever you are, and take a breath, because we tend to hold our breath when we are a little uncomfortable. It doesn't matter how you breathe. There's a million ways to breathe the right way. Just breathe. Be okay with who you are. Be happy to sit with yourself, to say, hi, I'd like to know you better. I'd like to know who I am when I didn't pick up someone else's expectations, when I don't look at someone else's perfections and then look at my own imperfections. I don't even like to say that, because we are all perfectly us at any given moment. Does that mean that we couldn't have done something better? Does that mean we haven't made mistakes? I don't know one person who is not ashamed of something they did, or wish they said something different, or wish they did something different. The beautiful thing about life is it's just that. It's everybody trying to figure that out and what it means to them. So be okay with how you have done it. Take a breath. Because any amount of beating yourself up is not going to change how you reacted in the past, how you acted in the past, what you did in the past. The past is an opportunity to learn. Okay, with the tools I have now, would I have made that decision? Would I have said that? Would I have done that? And most likely the answer is no. But at the time, it was the best decision you made with the tools you had in your toolbox. And for some of us, our toolbox was like the junk drawer and maybe only had 3 broken things in it. So I invite you just to be okay with that. Apologize when needed. Own it. Take a breath. We all are there. We all are there, and it's okay. Now, if we know better and we continue to do things that are hurtful to ourselves and others, that's when we need to be accountable to ourselves. It isn't accountable to anyone else. If we don't take that opportunity to be accountable for what we don't like, and we don't take the time to sit and say, ooh, yeah, I want to try to do that differently. Actually, I don't even like the word try. We do it differently. And then if that isn't the right way, we don't beat ourselves up. We just do it again, a different way. And we apologize along the way. It's okay. We all are there. We've all been there. We all do it. So take a breath. I just invite you to sit with you. Sit with yourself. Feel what that feels like to just accept. We are just humans trying to have a human experience on this beautiful earth. We're all doing it differently because we are different. Just be okay with how you are doing it. Take some time to get to know you. And that doesn't mean by doing something different, trying something different, a new supplement, a new self-help book. It's just sitting. Take a breath. There is power in the breath. It is doing something, believe it or not. and just breathing. So just be comfortable with you and the parts that don't feel comfortable. Ask yourself why. Be curious. Just leave judgment at the door. Whoever grew from judgment, whoever grew from somebody saying, ooh, look at that girl. Ooh, why did she do that? How does that make somebody grow? That's not love. And I've learned that judgment comes from whoever is judging their crap that they're holding that they need to let go of. The judgment's never about the person they're talking to. So just leave that behind and take a breath and blow it out. Let go of all the judgment we place on ourselves. It doesn't heal ourselves. It doesn't help ourselves. It does not help anyone grow. Just be. I am this. This is my job on this earth. No judgment. Just learn and be willing to get to know yourself because it's a gift. Okay, well, I just invite you to check in with yourself every so often during the day. I think I learned the most about life when I stopped trying to do. And I just sat. Nature, as you can see, is one of my big inspirations. I love the beauty and the simplicity and the complexity of it. And that is what we are as well. We separate ourselves from nature. But if we had never seen a human being, and then we saw a human being walk by, start talking, start moving, we would be in awe. We see a beautiful flower. We see a tree that is unique. We see an animal that we've never seen before. And we say, wow, look at that. We are marveling at, we're Googling. We see ourselves and we say, oh, look at those eyebrows. Look at those wrinkles. Look at whatever. And we don't marvel. We are spectacular and we are just as a part of nature as everything else. We need to look at ourselves with new eyes. We look at people reacting. We look at how they move through the world because of wounds. Take a breath. And then we judge. But the judgment means we aren't looking at our own wounds and how we have walked through this world and how we have wounded because we were wounded. And I want you to just take a moment to look at that just as a fact, not a judgment, just a, yes, I did that. I don't want to do that anymore, and I want to make amends. And mostly it's apologizing to yourself for not honoring who you were, but we didn't learn that. We didn't learn how to because the people who taught us didn't learn, and it went for generations. So it's time. Be okay with who we are, not because we have something, we bought something, we did something, but just because we are. Take a breath. And that was a very shallow breath. I saw my shoulders go up. As a teacher of breath at times, I just didn't do that right, but you know what? I did it. I did it the way I did it. So I'm going to do it again because I have an opportunity to do it differently every moment. So take a breath in. And exhale. There is no right or wrong when we're trying to just be ourselves. We are just us. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. And check in with yourself because you're worth it. Get to know yourself because you're worth it. Spend some time with yourself that has nothing to do with an expectation, a criticism, a judgment, a should, a could, a would. Just be with yourself because you're magnificent and you're worthy of your own acceptance for just being a human on this planet, because really that's all we've got. And take a breath. Get to know yourself like you'd like to get to know something you really cherish and adore. Think about how you look at someone you love. And do you know that the love you feel for somebody else is love that is generated inside of you? It really has nothing to do with that person. My love for anything is love that is coming from me. So sit with that for a moment. Okay, spend some time with yourself. Get to know yourself. I used my dog as an analogy. My dog isn't lovable because he's got good breath, because if that was the case, he would be unlovable. So why am I unlovable if I don't have good breath, if I don't have wrinkles, if I don't have the perfect hair, or if I haven't achieved something? We are lovable because we are. And that love is coming from ourselves. We didn't learn how to cultivate that love. It's time. And the people that didn't know how to show us didn't love themselves because someone didn't know how to show them. No judgment, just awareness. Feel that love that you feel for something or someone. And then picture yourself. If you have to, look in a mirror, but picture someone else's face that you adore. And then look at yourself and hold that love that you feel that comes from you and aim it at yourself. Breathe. Anyway, thank you for this morning, and the light is coming in. It's getting 6:16 on Wednesday, July 15th. There is power in the exhale of all the things we let go, all the things we thought were important, all the things that we thought defined us. Let them go and take a breath. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.